Leopard 2 main battle tank was developed by Krauss-Maffei, now Krauss-Maffei Wegmann, known as KMW, of Munchen, Germany. The Leopard 2 is a successor to the successful Leopard 1. Leopard 1 was first produced in 1963 by Krauss-Maffei for the German Ministry of Defense. More than 6,000 vehicles have been exported to Belgium, Denmark, Germany and many more other countries. The successor of the Leopard 1, the Leopard 2, was first produced in 1979 and is in service within armies of Australia, Canada, Chile, Denmark, Finland and many other countries, with more than 3,200 tanks produced. In June 2010, KMW unveiled its next generation main battle tank, Leopard 2 A7+. The tank was successfully tested and qualified by the German army. Its main features include a modular protection kit, improved sustainability and increased mobility. In July 2011, a deal to sell around 200 Leopard 2 A7+ to Saudi Arabia was approved by Germany's Federal Security Council. Now I'm going to tell you the creation of this amazing tank, the story behind it. Also, we're going to peek a little into upcoming upgrades and tactical stuff. So as the development goes, even as the Leopard 1 was entering service, an upgunned version with a new Rheinmetall L44 120mm gun was being considered to keep pace with newer Soviet designs. But this was cancelled in favor of MBT-17 super tank project developed by jointly in United States. The MBT-17 was a revolutionary design, but after large cost overruns, Germany withdrew the project in 1969. Work on a national development was started in 1970 by Krauss-Maffei. A year later, a choice was made for it to be based on earlier experimental tanks, known as Kerle. The project of late 60s, instead of being modified MBT-70 or EBA. The name of the design was determined in 1971 as Leopard 2, with the original Leopard reactivately becoming the Leopard 1. On 11th of December 1974, a memorandum of understanding was signed with the USA for the possible joint production of a new MBT. After the Americans had bought and investigated prototype Pool No. 7 in 1973, in that view of experiences in the Yom Kippur War, a much higher level of protection was demanded than was impaled in the prototypes that used heavy sloped spaced armor. The weight class was increased to 60 tons. Prototype turret number 14 was changed to test a new armor configuration and was turned into a blockier looking turret as a result of using vertical steel perforated armor. In mid-1976, prototype 19 was assembled and shipped to USA, together with the whole number 20 and a special target vehicle to test the armor. The prototype was called Leopard 2 AV because it had a simplified fire control system. It arrived in the US by the end of August of 1976, and comparative tests between the Leopard 2 and the XM1, the prototype name for the XM1 Abrams prototypes, were held from 1st September at Aberdeen Proving Ground, lasting until December of 1976. The US Army reported that the Leopard 2 and the XM1 were comparable in firepower and mobility, but the XM1 was superior in armor protection. Today we know this was true as regard a hit by a hollow charge against EKE attack in the Leopard 2 was almost twice as well protected as the original M1. It is more traditional multi-fuel turbo-diesel engine was also more reliable and provided similar performance with less fuel consumption. with more noise but a smaller heat signature. This type of engine also allowed for quick engine startups and shutdowns to prevent the need for long idling periods on the battlefield. In September 1977, 1,800 Leopard 2 were ordered to be produced in 5 batches. The first was delivered in 1979. The Dutch army had already rejected the M1 because of its high operating costs and the refusal by Americans to fit a Dutch version with 120mm gun. Instead ordered 400 Leopard 2 on 2nd March of 1979. The Swiss ordered 35 tanks on 24th of August in 1983 and started licensed production of 345 additional vehicles in December 1987. Thus hardly being a major export success in the 1980s, no tank of the latest generation was. The type became very popular in the 90s when the shrinking German army offered many of its redundant Leopard 2s at a reduced price. It became successful enough in Europe that the manufacturers started calling it the Euro Leopard, despite France, Britain and Italy all operating their own MBTs. But with further non-European orders, the name Global Leopard is now used instead. The Leopard 2 first entered service in 1979, as said before, and its service life will be anticipated to end around 2030. In May 2015, the German Ministry of Defense announced plans to develop a tank jointly with France, as a successor to both Leopard 2 and Leclerc tanks. Technologies and concepts will be investigated to determine what capabilities are needed in future tank. Deployment of the new tank, titled Main Ground Combat System (MGCS), will be preceded by incremental upgrades to the Leopard 2, including a new digital turret core system and situational awareness system and active protection system (APS). Mid-term efforts will focus on Rheinmetall 130mm cannon concept, offering 50% better armor penetration, with the Russian T-14 Armata being equipped with the Afghanit and an active protection system designed to mitigate the effectiveness of ATGM. More importance is being placed on the direct fire weapons.
Specifications: Type: Main battle tank. Place of origin: West Germany. Service history: in service 1979. Used by sea operators. Wars: War in Afghanistan. Syrian Civil War. Designed 1970s. Manufacturer Krauss-Maffei Wegmann Maschinen Baukiel. Unit cost in A6, $5.74 million. Number of built, 3,600. See variants. Specifications: mass in 2A6, 62.3 tons, length in 2A6, 9.97 meters, width in 2A6, 3.75 meters, height in 2A6, 3.0 meters, crew 4, armor 2A6, 3rd generation composite, including high hardness steel, tungsten, and plastic filler with ceramic component. Main armament: 120mm Rheinmetall L44 or L55 smoothbore gun, 42 rounds. Secondary armament: 2 7.62mm MG3A1 or 2 7.62mm FN Mag, 4,750 rounds. Engine: MTU MB873 Ka501 liquid-cooled V12 twin-turbo diesel engine, 1,500 PS, 1,479 HP, 1,103 kilowatts, at 2,600 RPM, power/weight 24.1 PST, 17.7 kilowatts, transmission rank, HSWL 354, suspension, torsion bar suspension, fuel capacity, 1,200 liters, operational range road, 400 kilometers, cross-country, 240 kilometers, maximum speed 68 km/h.